So this is Keren Munoz, and can you tell us your title and what you do for EP Monthly?
I'm chief editor for EP Monthly, and my job is to make sure that the quality of the magazine is consistent throughout the articles. I'm responsible for editing, and even in some cases, if when needed, I have to rewrite some of their, well, not rewrite, rephrase their work. But for example, this was an article that I got sent a while back for this coming month's magazine. Victor I worked on it, and it looks okay right now. It's good. But what I do is I get a copy of this, put it on another page, and I go through it and highlight everything that it needs some editing, that I could use some rephrasing, and so here you can see my edits, right? And it looks like a lot. It looks like a lot. It's not that bad, but you can see that after finally. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, well, for this one, this is Victor's, this is another one. Okay, so you can tell that I took out some words, did some rephrasing, switched around. Sometimes some ideas got introduced and they weren't developed, so I'll take it. I'll take it to write that idea that wasn't developed. For example, this one, senioritis. Beto edited this one. Well, he wrote this one. And he was having trouble writing some of it, and so earlier before it was due, I went in and told him okay, well, before I get the final version, if you could take care of these things, and I wrote notes for him okay, well, I categorized it: yellow, important, note, idea; green, rephrasing, word flows; orange, word choice. So I went through what he already had.
Can you go up to the key again?
Yeah.
That's neat.
So I want to start doing this for every article that I come across now, but the thing is that I went through his article, and before he was even done, I already looked at it and said, okay, well, if you could do this for me, change the phrasing of this, develop on this idea, transition into next paragraph, even just notes of what he did, well, luckily serialized can be trigger suppressed, good lead-in sentence. And just some notes, right? Ideas for solution paragraph. He needed he had written about what senioritis is and what causes it, but he didn't know how to wrap it up and say, well, these are some solutions. So I gave him some ideas, and I told him add a short conclusion paragraph, 2 or 3 sentences if possible, to wrap it up. At the beginning.
Oh, can you slow down so
yeah.
I can zoom into that real quick? Mm-hmm. Is that what you just read out aloud?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that you wrote for him to possibly help build a better article.
Right.
Nice.
And okay, so at the beginning, I also, he started with what senioritis is, and I told him okay, well, we were trying to add more length and I guess meat to our article, so I told him, well, add a little bit of narrative at the beginning, build it up, and that's really my job, and this is the final result. You can, what is it? So this is what I had done for him, and then when he had finished, this is what he gave me, right?
And can you tell me what that column that you're clicking on is?
Okay, so that column is the edit history, or well, it says version history, right? I just go to the article, whatever article I'm working on, go over to the top, it says last edit was 6 days ago, or it'll say all changes saved in Drive, something like that. You can just click it, and you can see every edit that has been made, right, throughout the days, or by the hour.
Right.
And if you ever need to go back to an older version, you can do that most of the time.
This is on Google Drive?
Google Docs, yeah.
Good.
That's the positive about working on Google Docs versus Word, because Word you can't really see your past edits. You can restore versions, but you can't see the progress, right? And so this is very useful.
This is all collaborative, right? Because they share it with you.
Yeah, collaborative.
Nice.
So what happens is that, we meet at the beginning, we talk about what articles we're going to write, we assign them, and we give them deadlines, and then they share it with me. I'm responsible for editing, and then I pass it over to Gage, who makes the final edit and puts it in the magazine. So
can you also tell me, this is kind of like a slight jump, but you were doing something right now with Amanda Landa's photos. She sent some photos. She's another writer for us. She wasn't in the class, in the practicum class this year, but she's a definite contributor. And you, what did you do there? Can you explain what you did? Because obviously you're not Amanda Landa, but you're helping her out. And you're helping Gage out with the final video, right?
Okay.
So with the final production for EP Monthly, I'm sorry.
Okay, so this morning, well, over the weekend, I had texted Amanda, hey, can you make, here's my email, here's Gage's email, and what do you call it? can we, and I told her, we need the article, the stock show article that she's working on by Monday, and just whenever you get it done, let me know. And so Monday morning, I woke up with a text from her that said, hey, I sent you the stuff, right? I just want to know if you got them. She sent me the article and the photos at 6:30 in the morning. And
yeah, she's good.
Yeah, and so, well, I have her article, and it's kind of due tomorrow. So, but I know she's a good writer, so I know that I don't have to do so much editing. And she sent me the pictures, and then I had to send them over to Gage so he could look over them and pick. So I could send them over to him and see what he wanted to put in the actual magazine.
Okay, so I'm actually still picking up your audio.
Yeah, that's what I realized. And so I just put him in a folder and shared it with him via Google Drive. I just put him in a folder, shared it with him, because through AirDrop sometimes it's kind of wonky and like his computer wasn't showing up. So I was like, okay, well, whatever, I'm not going to waste time with that. Put it in Drive, share it. So that's just what I did with Gage.
So you're, as the chief editor, you're kind of making sure that we have the stories, we have the photos, we're meeting deadlines, you're reading information, sharing photos, sharing articles, talking to the people, making sure it all gets done.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a responsibility other than just editing the articles. I really have to make sure that everyone's on top of their game and they're working not just the day before it's signed, but throughout. And that's the whole point of checking revision history, checking up on them, seeing what they've been writing, and helping them whatever way I can.
That sounds good.
Okay. My name is Keren Munoz. This was my job as chief editor for AP Monthly. Signing off.